Here are some favorites on the Jumpboard on Reformer. This video is made for Kevin. He asked me to put together a couple of exercises that I love to do, so here they are. It took me forever to literally do this. So let's get started. We're starting on our back, finding neutral pelvis, and start to press your feet into the Jumpboard. We're using our technique that's called toe ball heel landing. You want to exhale as you take off. I like to exhale as I take off and then inhale on the landing. Some people may disagree with me, but this is what I just like to do. Now, you can change your feet positions, but the technique does not change. When you land, you gradually place your foot on the foot blade, going from the toe to the ball of the foot to the heel. Wide second position, toes to the corners of the blade, landing toe, ball of the foot, heel, toe, ball of the foot, heel. Interchanging for jumping jacks or first-second position combination. When you jump, try to maintain neutral pelvis at all times, keeping the stability in your pelvis. This is called skiing or skiing moguls. Bring the feet together to touch and just twisting. Make sure the pelvis stays steady though. Just the legs go. Hips do not twist. This is cross-country skiing to where you're pressing off of one foot. So just one leg is a little bit more active on the takeoff. Don't forget to keep your head, neck, and shoulders relaxed as you do these. So these are little kicks, kind of like side kicks, as they will engage different muscles. These are a little different. You start in second position and you kick your heels together, creating one straight line through the midline of your body as you exhale when you take off. That way you can engage your abs a little more. So these are single leg. You are landing toe ball heel again. Make sure you are landing on your entire foot flat. Some clients may have a hard time reaching their entire foot down. So have them jump a little bit farther and not come back as close to the plate. Now I'm speeding up here and I can go as fast as I possibly can. So carriage basically does not move, stays in place. And release. Of course, the 100. How can we do a Pilates class without 100? So there's a way to do it on the Jumpboard. You would take off, pump your arms 3 times on the exhale, inhale to land. So you go exhale, 1, 2, 3, inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3, inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3. Feet position can be different, parallel or turned out. And you can do this obviously 10 times. I also like to place the hands behind the head in a curl, in a Pilates curl. This is where I challenge myself to keep my heels together at all times, connecting through the inner thighs, maintaining neutral. So again, can be multiple variations there. This is scissor switch. And by the way, I'm working here on one red and one yellow. It can be done lighter for more core challenge, or it can be done heavier to one blue, one red for leg challenge. Just depends on how you choose. This is just a little combination to make things fun. You just tap the fingers behind the leg. Now hands, palms behind the head here. Again, if the neck gets a little sore or cranky, you can support it with your hands. Another great single leg exercise, tabletop. So we'll be actually picking up right leg in tabletop and then start to switch. You can come up into a curl here as well. Place the hands behind the head to support the neck. Still keeping nice stability in the pelvis. And then adding that crisscross bicycle, so reaching your opposite armpit to the opposite knee. Not the elbow to knee, but armpit to knee, rotating at the torso. This one is the crowd pleaser. Just sometimes clients have a hard time figuring out, but once they do, they really love it. In this next exercise, pick up your right leg in tabletop, roll up, twist, and place your opposite left elbow against, or actually form against the thigh, and start jumping on your left foot. But the thing here is you have to really push the form into the thigh, thigh into the forearm. That's the point. Then you'll feel it. Other side, right forearm, left thigh, jumping on the right foot, using toe ball heel. Here I could be probably working my foot a little bit better than I am, with kind of a little bit more pointed toes, but I think I was really focusing in my abs. So this can also be done with a ball. So instead of just pushing the forearm against the thigh, you're pressing your ball against the thigh. So forearm on the ball, ball on the thigh, thigh on the ball, and then just press everything together. The point is to really squish the ball and trying to pop the ball as hard as you can. And then you really feel that rotation, you feel the obliques and the abs. It's excellent. Try on the other side. Forearm into the thigh, thigh into the ball, ball into the forearm. Everything is just compressing towards the ball and really feeling the obliques and the abs. It's beautiful. All right, that was really fun. So in our next section, we'll actually be kneeling on the carriage. Feet go into the well of the reformer, so ankles on the crease of the edge of the carriage. Hands, palms behind the shoulder blocks. Take your right foot on the plate. I'm still on the red and the yellow here. So you will feel your shoulders. Your shoulders are supporting the body weight. Pulling in the abs to support the lower back. Main thing when you start this kick right here is to not sway the pelvis with the kick of the leg. Adding little presses and then possibly little pulses as well in the releve. So really feeling this in the butt. Really great. Now I also love to add a little motorcycle here, so you turn out the foot but no jumping sideways. The hips turn out just slightly, or you can actually keep the hips square but the knee will be turned in a little more. So it's the preference depending how flexible the client is. Other side, so left foot, still using toe ball heel technique, toe ball heel. Extending, trying to really straighten the leg and tighten up the quad, and then toe ball heel. So when adding the kick, trying to really work hard to stabilize the hips in place, feeling the glute, so the kick is happening from the leg and not the pelvis. Feeling the shoulders, shoulders back and down, abs in tight. Breathe out when you take off, always. This is the breath that I like to do on the jump board. Exhale when you take off. Adding those pushes in releve and then little tiny pulses. And then adding the motorcycle. So it will be a slight turn out. And again, you can turn out a little less here, placing the foot to a 45-degree angle towards the floor. I like to do a little more. It just depends on the person. I don't think there's a black and white rule here. Just don't turn out too much. A little child's pose. Excellent. All right, what's next? So I think we're going to grab the ball and get into teasers. Love this series on the jump board. So the ball goes directly underneath the lumbar spine. Placing the feet into Pilates V. I'm still on red and yellow. This can be done blue and yellow, and it's a little more difficult with blue and yellow. Arms out to the sides into presentation makes it definitely more difficult too. Adding the a little reach forward with the arms can also be done with 2 or 3 pound weights in hands. You can switch the reach, opening on the takeoff or closing on the takeoff. That depends. You're still exhaling on the takeoff. So adding a little scissor to your teaser, it's a scissor teaser. Also really fun. So where do you feel this? Abs, of course. You feel this a ton in your abdominals. Second position, when I do second, I like to bring my hands together, cross the thumbs. So it's kind of like a wide-legged teaser. I wanted to say scissor, but it's a teaser. And then also skiing, you can twist here, making sure hips are steady. The twist can be teeny tiny, they don't have to go far. And just exhale as you take off. You can add that cross-country ski as well. just to kind of adding little variations here and make it fun. You can go side to side with feet parallel. Just watch where you land. Awesome. So again, picks up your heart rate and really works the abdominals. You want the stretch. Next, we're gonna do sideline. Of course, we have to do sideline. Main thing is to not collapse into your torso. Have a little mouse house underneath your waistline, so there should be a space there. So right here, my foot is parallel. Now I'm turning it in towards the floor just to see my outer thigh, and then hip on hip alignment, very important here. I'm adding a little side kick, still using that toe ball heel. Now I am still on red and yellow here. Again, can be lighter, can be a little heavier, depends. A turnout is also great, making sure this is still in your abductors. And a little stretch. Again, you can get pretty creative here with other things, but this is just the basic for the sideline. And of course, doing the other side, so aligning shoulder on shoulder and hip on hip, starting with foot parallel, maintaining a nice little mouse house underneath your lower back. Turning the foot in is going to help to feel more in through the outer thighs. Abduction, it's a side kick. Good, trying to land gradually. Awesome, turn out, final extension. So see, I'm not turning out too much. It's a 45 degree. I like to do it that way. However, I get different feedback from my clients about this one. Some people like to turn it in more, some people like to turn it out more. It depends on different structure of their hips. So a little stretch here. You're gonna flex your ankle, sit up super duper tall, and reach with your chest forward. So back flat and then round over. Other side, ankle on the thigh, flex the foot that's on the thigh. This one is a little different for me, as you can tell. My left hip is a little tighter. Awesome. That was fun. I love doing this. Oh, that was a little groovy. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope that some of our other friends can add to this choreography and help Kevin to put together an awesome Jumpboard class. Okay, love you guys. Ciao.